What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to talk about my 5 tips to invest in sport cards. The topic will be, the conversation will be more focused on soccer cards, but I believe you can apply this to all the other sports cards markets and even to TCG's markets. That being said, let me say one thing before I start. Thank you so much again for all the support. Thank you so much for all the people that subscribe my channel, that give a like on my videos. I appreciate that a lot. I never thought I would grow the channel so much in short time. So you guys are the best. Thank you so much. In the last video, I talked a little bit about grading companies. Some people got a little bit mad, but keeping one thing in mind, I'm not. How can I say this without being offensive? I don't care a lot about if you guys have a card with PSA, BGS, CGC, whatever. All the grading companies in the end suck if you think about, because I mean, there is flaws in every company. So don't get mad at me because I expose one company or I talk bad about one date for one sticker, for one card. In the end, all the things I try to do is to help the hobby. So keep that in mind, and I hope you guys understand that I'm a critical voice. I'm not a friendly voice in the end. So that's for me very important, because I always say this to you guys. For me, it's very important to be a good person to my audience. I have a moral obligation to you guys. So if I'm not real, I will basically stop doing this. So that being said, I'm saying some people got mad, but most of the people end up loving the video. But for those that did not like my in the end, my critics to PSA especially, I mean, I'm sorry, but look, I have a lot of cards with PSA. It is what it is. So, that being said, today the topic will be very interesting in my opinion. I'm going to talk about my 5 tips to invest in sports cards, and this will be a video that I don't know if you guys would like or not, so tell me on comments. I'm going to share at least the way I try to see the market, the way I like to invest in the market. So, disclaimer, nothing is financial advice, first of all. All my 5 rules are similar. In the end, it's all about mentality in value in long run. I'm a collector, but I love smart money. So I always say this. Oh, if you are a collector, you care about the value, of course, but in the end, you need to spend money. So spend money in a good way. Spend money, be smart with your money, because let's be real, we cannot be total hypocrite. Money is limited, so you need to be careful spending money. So of course care about the value, but smart money too. My point of view maybe is not yours, and that's fine. The market in soccer and collectibles is in an amazing bull run. Not making money is the difficult part. Don't feel special because you made money in this market. Try to learn to the future in the end. My points are more long term, for when the market eventually calms down. Ignore any typos. English is not my main language, as you guys know. So, my first advice: look at the value and not at the price. Again, I know I keep saying this, and I was thinking if I should do 5 tips or 4, but I thought, nah, I need to put this because this is so important. But even if you guys already know this, because I keep repeating this on my videos, again, I don't care. You guys need to understand this. Value is what you get. Price is what you pay. I bought the Messi PSA 10 for 10k, and the price went down for 5k. I'm just supposing, by the way. Your value stays the same. Price is a different story. Same applies if the Messi goes for 20k. So it doesn't matter if you double your money or if you lost half your money. In the end, the value stays the same. The price, as I said, is a different story. In a long run, investing in value will be related with increase in price, or at least potential more likely to increase in price. So if you believe a lot in value, of course, Again, not all the time, but most of the time that will get reflected on the price. So buying in terms of value is better than buying in terms of price, because in value you have a better perspective of what you're getting. The price, if you understand what is the good value, what's actually have value, uh, most likely you will end up doing well in the market. Understanding value is difficult, actually very difficult. Understanding the price is very easy. So again, I just put this topic this first, because I really believe this is super important to understand. I know I repeat myself, but there is new people coming to my channel every day, so maybe this is the first time some people are looking at this concept. So I'm happy with that. This is the first one. Second tip: time in the market beats timing the market. Okay, let me explain. A lot of people already probably know this concept if you have any experience with the stock market, with mutual funds, or even crypto. I'm going to repeat: time in the market beats timing the market. Why? Timing the market is almost impossible. You may have a good entry or exit point, but most likely not the best. Staying in the market is the secret. You avoid panic sells and you understand what's a good buy. The reason history repeats itself and helps you on that sense. Markets go from bear to bull and vice versa. Most of the people timing that will fail. Corrections, depressions are part of the market. Market is a roller coaster in the end. Bitcoin is a good example. Time in the market made you money, most likely. Timing the market, I'm not sure. Again, I already talked about this in some videos, but think about Bitcoin. People that bought Bitcoin most likely made money, right? Actually not. Because why? People try to timing the market. They thought Bitcoin will go up and went down and they panic sell. So, but you can say, oh, but people that stayed long time in the market actually made money on Bitcoin. That's more easy to understand, and that's correct. Again, all the markets are very different, but I'm showing you Bitcoin because I think is a easy example and is something very actual. Very nowadays, a lot of people talk about crypto, so I believe this is a good example. On the screen, you actually have a graph that shows a lot what's a cycle in the market, and you can apply this to sports cars without any doubt. Again, you need to do some type of adjustment because markets are different in the end, but this picture is actually very true in the end to the sports car market. So you can see that there is optimism, excitement, euphoria, denial, fear, panic, depression, hope, and optimism. But if you look close, if you stay in the market for long, if you try to time the market, it's very likely that you have a bad point and the exit point will be not what you expect. So that's where people end up losing money. And what's the FOMO? I already talked about that. Fear of missing out. And that happens right here on euphoria. A lot of people saw who LeBron James went to 2000, whatever, 2000K. And people try to enter the market right here. What happens? There is a denial, there is a fear, and people start selling, not on depression most of the time, but people start selling on denial, people start selling most likely on the fear and the panic, and some people on the depression. So you can see that if people try to time the market, most likely they will have a bad entry point. That's the euphoria or even the excitement if you don't sell on the euphoria phase, and you start selling on the decline. But if you stay in the market long, in the long run, you can see that, of course, you will have some bad times on the market. Again, if you care about value, it's different. But I'm talking about prices right now. You will have a bad time, but markets overall, again, You need to understand in what you are investing. Don't get me wrong. There is some cards on the sports card market that have no value, that they are just super hyped. That's a different. But if you invest in something with good value, most likely your graph will be a roller coaster. Things don't go up forever. There is a roller coaster. There is a correction, and you need to understand that. So that's why timing the market beats timing the market. Look, if you want to buy soccer cards, I actually believe soccer is very very early. I actually believe you have a great, nothing, it's not financial advice, but you have a great opportunity in the next 10 years. My opinion. I actually believe soccer will be the biggest card market in the world. I know a lot of people call me crazy. Again, that's just my vision and that's what I believe. But let's assume you believe in soccer cards. Look, I'm going to give you the Messi example. Messi went to crazy prices and actually went down. To be honest, I'm going to talk about this in the next slide or the next two slides. But what I'm trying to say is prices went very up, a correction. But look, you still have a Messi, you still have a great value. So if you are willing to stay in the market for a long time, you eventually will have another good exit point. And you can say people that focus to entering the market and staying long, the entry point in the end doesn't matter that much because you are for the long run. You can say, oh, but if you buy on the euphoria part, of course you have to have some type of knowledge, some type of understanding. But in the end, the entry point, if you want to stay long, if you believe in the long term, does not matter. Overall, good markets, not all market, but overall markets tend to go up. I mean, inflation makes price go up, so markets overall end up actually overperforming the inflation. So keep this in mind. The entry point is important, but not that much if you want to stay long in the market, time in the market. Exit point, that's something you have to have in mind. You have to know, okay, for me this is enough money to sell basically. But again, time in the market makes you find a lot of good opportunities, have a lot of good of opportunities. But if you try to time the market, that's super difficult, super difficult. Again, keep this in mind. This is my second tip, but this tip is one of the most important. Times in the market beat timing the market. Remember that. Moving on. Okay, stay. The third one. Stay in your circle of competence. I'm sorry. Stay in your circle of competence. Competence. Okay, whatever. That doesn't matter. As you see, my English is not perfect. What this mean? I actually learned this from a Warren Buffett book. I actually don't remember the name, to be honest. I could actually research that, but it's not the point. But for me, this was a game changer advice. Actually, I learned this years ago, and that concept stayed with me basically because. And this tip is not only for you guys, but it's for me too, because this is where I struggle most of the time, to be honest. Look, I love collecting stuff. I have a lot of money on soccer, but I have some money. I would not say a lot because in the end, a lot is a very relative term. But I have a decent money on Yu-Gi-Oh. I have decent money on Pokemon and other collectibles, to be honest. And I actually believe that's something I need to improve in the sense that I know I love to collect other things than soccer, but I believe that my knowledge is so good in soccer. Um, Especially if I compare with Pokemon, for example, I understand Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I have a good experience on trading cards on Pokemon. But if I compare with my knowledge in soccer, I think I have much more knowledge in soccer. Same for the other markets I said. So I actually believe this is a tip that I actually need to follow more too, not only you guys. So if you are good at something, stay with that in the end. You know what I mean? I mean, for me, it's difficult in the sense that I love to explore. I love to understand how other markets work, and that's fine. And that's fine to some point in the end. But if you start putting a lot of money in something that you know maybe you are good, but I probably could outperform the market if I put more money on soccer. So this is an advice for you guys and for me. Okay, now think about this. How many Americans are trying to ride the soccer wave out of the cycle of competence? I don't know if I'm saying this word correct or not, but whatever, you guys understand. So if you look at the market, you see a lot of flippers, a lot of traders, but let's be real. Do you guys really believe they understand very well what they are doing? The reason is simple. They saw prices going up in all other sports. Soccer was a little bit, not a little bit, actually, a lot undervalued. And they thought, oh, this is a great opportunity to make some money. Again, the market right now is so good that those people end up making money. That's the reality. But this market is not normal in my opinion. So be very careful with this type of waves. You know what I mean? Of riding the wave of, let's say, NBA or golf or whatever. Because in the end, if you don't have a good control of knowledge on that sport, on that TCG, you are entering the dangerous zone, basically. If you try to be good at everything, you end up being good at, and you end up being not. If you try to be good at everything, you end up being not good. How can I say this? If you try to be good at everything, you end up being good at anything. So you basically end up being good at nothing, is what I'm trying to say. Again, you guys, English is not my forte, so keep that in mind. But I actually believe I'm getting better. So I think this is very easy to understand. If you try to fight all the fires, you don't. Basically, is not optimal. You end up again focus on your target, focus on something that you are really good. If you think I'm not good at anything, get some knowledge, educate yourself on something that you like. Maybe you don't like soccer, maybe you love NBA. Okay, there is a lot of opportunity on NBA. Focus on that. As I said, and I'm gonna repeat myself, this is a good advice for me because I make this mistake a lot of times. So you can see that I have a circle of competence right there, and this is what you know, and this is what you think you know. And right here, this is the dangerous zone most of the time. But in the circle of competence, you are safe. I mean, safe is a strong word. Don't get me wrong. But you are more likely to succeed at least. And again, you have to play with some odds and play with the odds that make you eventually a winner. So now I'm gonna share you an example on soccer. Maybe you are good at finding value in vintage cards and just okay in modern. Stay with vintage. Stay in vintage. Exploit your potential, but don't stop learning. Even if you think you are amazing at let's say modern cards, modern sets, even if you think you are amazing at that, keep improving, keep learning, because your cycle of competence needs to be you need to do an update on your brain. You know what I mean? You need to keep looking, or times will pass you basically, or the other people in the market that keeps updating the brain end up getting better than you at your own game. You know what I mean? So 4, going against the market can be good. This quote is very famous. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. I think this is very easy to understand. I'm going to give you an example. Messi rookies went down quite a lot, and this is a true fact, by the way. I'm not supposing. At the time I write this, Messi's are down around 50-70% since January, February. I'm not sure about when the dip started, but let's say January, February. Messi's went down or start the decline. Right now, the decline is actually very big in my opinion. But I'm buying them right now. Okay, those cards went down a lot, but I'm buying them right now. Why? I'm going against the market. Do I know if this is the bottom for Messi in terms of price? No. But I'm not timing the market. I'm buying the value and enjoying the discount in price. So let's say Messi's go down more, let's say 20%, and I'm buying them right now, but they go down 20%. Again, all my tips are very related with each other. I don't care because I'm not timing the market. I'm staying in the market. I will spend time in the market. So eventually, I cannot predict when, but eventually, if my value, if my if my understanding of value is correct, I eventually will have a good exit point if I want. I'm not sure if I want because, as you guys know, I collect and I play the long run. But if I want to exit, if I play the long run, it's very likely that I will have a exit point. The only way that you don't have a good exit point is if you are investing in something that have no value. But I believe that a lot of people in the world will want to have a Messi rookie card because Messi is part of history. So again, that's a different story. I believe in value. I believe on the card. I believe on the value. I believe on the card. So I'm not timing the market. I don't care if the prices go down, and I'm actually going against the market. The thing is, humans love to follow other humans. History show this over and over. Okay, guys, just think about this, and I'm not trying to get a little bit politic or whatever. Sadly, humans are weird in the sense that we follow other people and that we don't think with your own brain a lot of times. If you look at history, you see that. Look what Hitler did. Look what Stalin did. You can say some people got forced, but those type of figures, I would not say icons, but leaders, they had a lot of people following them. This is the truth. This is part of psychology. People love to follow other people, and this happens in history and happens in the market all the time. Look at Dogecoin right now. People are following Elon Musk for some reason, but if Elon Musk say Dogecoin is not good, people don't believe on Dogecoin. So people are very easy to influence. So keep that in mind. Going against the market, not all the time, of course, but a lot of times can be good because people don't. And again, all those things are very related. People don't understand value most of the time. People understand price, not value. So going against the market is good if you know the value is still there. Let's say, again, forget Messi's. Bitcoin went down, but you believe a lot on the blockchain. So there is no reason for you to not buy Bitcoin in the end, because if you believe in the product, it's a question of time until the other people see what you believe right now. Same, okay, Messi again is a good example because such iconic card went down. Okay, no problem, it's a correction. Is Messi 7-1B still a great card? Yes. So why not try to go against the market? Again, this is not financial advice, but this is one example that I actually am buying Messi's right now. So am I going against the market? In a lot of sense, yes. Do I believe in the long run? Yes. So I don't follow other people. I follow my own knowledge, my own assess of the market. This is very hard, by the way, because if you look, this video actually have a lot of things very, very connected. Because if you look, Messi was right there on euphoria. People thought Messi would be 1 million card, and was a little bit of a correction, fear, panic, and we are probably right here, panic, depression, but I believe the hope will come soon. So you can see all those things are very, very related. So last advice, and this is one advice that I really want you guys to think about this, to try to understand this in a deep level in the end. So enjoy the journey is the best part. I'm not a spiritual person or anything like that. I don't believe in God, but that's me. But the all people, the all gurus saying enjoy the journey, not the destination, is actually true in my opinion. You may think now that seeing your collection went up, let's say 10x, 20x, is the best part. But from my experience, and my collection did 10x, by the way, actually more in a lot of cards, but from my experience, I can tell you it's not. The time you spend educating yourself, the knowledge, the history, the late nights searching on eBay for a great deal, that's the best part in my opinion. You can say, oh, what the fuck, what the fuck are you talking? I mean, investing is a roller coaster of emotions, but maybe this is a tip for me and not for you, but I actually believe a lot of you guys, and this is the tip that I really want to get a comment from you on the comment section, because for me, you can say, oh, you bought Messi ship or Ronaldo ship and now it's an expensive card. You bought Maradona ship and it's an expensive card. What's the feeling? To be honest, I'm not saying it's not a good feeling, because you like to see things going to the green side in the end. But for me, the time I spent connecting with other people, trying to find a good Messi, trying to find looking at the better grading company, understanding the flaws on my card, getting the grade, doing the going to eBay and spending a lot of times looking at other copies, going to vintage and search for history on one card that a lot of people are not looking. That's the best part. And I have no doubt about that. To finish, embrace the grind. If you don't love the grind, you are not gonna last. Obsession, and I have no problem to saying this. I'm not sure if I have a type of obsession disorder or something like that. I think not, but I'm very obsessed with things I like. And obsession beats talent. I actually saw there is a Portuguese musician that says obsession makes you a professional. And I actually believe that's true. Because if you are really obsessed with something, if you enjoy the grind, if you are willing to put the time, if you are willing to understand the market, if I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit crazy in the sense that I really, really need you guys to understand this, because obsession beats talent. Obsession makes you professional. So enjoy the grind, enjoy the journey. That's super, super important. Guys, let's finish the video. Conclusion. Today's video was long, but not that long, to be honest. Those type of videos always are very a little bit difficult for me, because I don't know if you guys really like the end, a Portuguese random guy on internet to tell you this type of things to you guys, because I don't know. I look at things very in a very objective way. I'm not actually. I love soccer. I love collecting soccer, but I look at fundamentals. I put experience on the market from other times that I bought other stuffs. Basically, I invest in crypto. I invest in stocks. So I have that knowledge to help you guys, and I collect other collectibles, as I said you. So I don't know if this is the type of knowledge that I should be doing, but this is the type of knowledge that the type of content, I'm sorry, that I love doing. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm gonna recap this very fast because for me it's super important to make the message clear. Look at the value, not at the price. Probably, probably the base of all my tips. Timing the market beats timing the market. This is crucial to understand. Stay in your circle of competence. Very important too. And this is one I need to focus myself. Going against the market can be good. This is a dangerous one in the sense that be careful. Sometimes the market is correct, but if you believe in the value, going against the market, is a good option. Enjoy the journey. For me, this is the most, and this is the beautiful advice that I have to you guys. Embrace the grind, embrace the knowledge. So if you look at this and if you think, I'm trying to make money with soccer cards or whatever other sports cards, if you don't love that, if the money is only your goal, you are not gonna last. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Maybe you make some money, some whatever, but you're not gonna last. You need to have a little bit of obsession, of love for the game, of again, embrace the grind is a great quote in the end. So, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this, again, tell me in the comments. You guys decide in the end what I do. If you guys like this type of videos, a little bit more in the financial side, I will keep doing them. If not, I will do other content. So, guys, have a nice day and see you guys in the next video. Subscribe.